He won. Denny Hamlin took the checkered flag at Nashville, a packed house, a sellout crowd. Music City was absolutely on fire. But by the time the confetti settled, it was almost midnight. And the guy standing there with the trophy, he's the same guy now saying publicly and boldly that this race is too long. And that's where things get interesting. Because this isn't just about one race. This isn't just about Denny Hamlin. This is a debate that could eventually change Nashville forever. But before we jump in, if you're a true NASCAR fan like me, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation News is just getting started, and we're pushing toward our next subscriber milestone. If you love real conversations from fans who live and breathe this sport every week, you're in the right place. Now, let's get into it. Denny Hamlin just won the Cracker Barrel 400. His car was fast. His team executed perfectly, and Nashville delivered exactly what NASCAR wanted: a full grandstand and an electric atmosphere. But here's the thing. The race lasted nearly 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's not just a race, that's practically a flight to Las Vegas. At first, nobody saw it coming. After the win, Hamlin didn't spend days thinking about it. He didn't wait for reporters to bring it up. Instead, he went straight to his own podcast, Actions Detrimental, and came out swinging. And honestly, his argument makes a lot of sense. Hear him out. Nashville Superspeedway is a 133-mile track. The cars run slower there than they do at Michigan. And Michigan is a 2-mile oval, the fastest track on the NASCAR schedule. Yet both races are listed at 400 miles. On paper, they're the same. In reality, they're completely different experiences. At Michigan, those 400 miles disappear in a hurry. The speeds are higher. The laps go by faster. Fans are usually heading home in under 3 hours. At Nashville, it's a different story. The pace is slower, the laps take longer, and suddenly 400 miles feels a whole lot longer. Hamlin's point is simple. If race distance is measured in miles, but speeds vary dramatically from track to track, then fans aren't actually getting the same length event, not even close. So what's his solution? Reduce Nashville from 400 miles to 300. Simple as that. And here's where the numbers start backing him up. Back in 2023, Nashville produced one of its cleanest races in recent memory. The entire event lasted just over 3 hours. 3 hours and 7 seconds to be exact. Only 4 cautions, smooth racing, minimal interruptions, in and out. This year, everything changed. The race stretched to 3 hours, 44 minutes, and 57 seconds. 11 caution flags, nearly 45 additional minutes. That's a massive difference for the fans sitting in those seats, and it's a massive difference for millions watching from home. But then something unexpected happened. The conversation shifted, because now we have to ask a bigger question. Is the problem really the distance, or is the problem the cautions? Think about it. In 2023, Nashville was still 400 miles. Same track, same distance, same basic format, and nobody was complaining about the race being too long. The biggest difference? The race stayed relatively clean. This year, NASCAR spent much more time under yellow, and the event ballooned by almost 45 minutes. So, is Hamlin addressing the actual problem? Or is he focusing on the symptom instead of the cause? That's the debate, because shortening the race might help on a normal night. But here's the catch. If Nashville becomes a 300-mile race and you still end up with 11 cautions, you're probably still looking at a 3.5-hour event. The issue hasn't disappeared. You've just removed laps. However, there was one problem. Nobody else was really saying it, at least not publicly, and that's what makes Hamlin's comments so important. Remember, he won. He wasn't frustrated. He wasn't making excuses. He wasn't trying to explain away a bad finish. He was standing in victory lane, and he still chose to say, this race is too long. That takes confidence, maybe even a little courage, because whether people agree with him or not, he just put a major NASCAR debate front and center. And when Denny Hamlin speaks, people listen, especially inside the garage. What happened next surprised everyone. Fan reactions exploded online. And the NASCAR community immediately split into 2 camps. One side says shorten the race, modernize the schedule, keep the energy high, keep fans engaged from start to finish. The other side says absolutely not. This is cup racing. 400 miles is 400 miles. Don't water it down. And that's exactly why this conversation matters, because this isn't really about Nashville anymore. It's about the future of NASCAR. if the sanctioning body starts adjusting race lengths based on average speeds and race times. Where does it stop? Do other tracks start asking for changes too? Do more races get shortened? Do traditions begin disappearing one by one? That's the bigger picture. And now the discussion is officially on the table. So I want to hear from you. Drop your opinion in the comments right now. Should NASCAR shorten the Nashville race to 300 miles, or is Denny Hamlin looking at the wrong problem? Should the real focus be reducing caution-filled races instead? Let's talk about it, because these are the debates that shape what Cup racing becomes in the future. And your opinion absolutely matters. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. NASCAR Nation News is the home for passionate NASCAR fans who want honest discussion, not corporate fluff. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll see you at the next race.